Hey guys, it's Nabil and bringing you some interesting subject here. Now, this will be a spoiler for the latest The King of Fighters: A New Beginning manga chapter, and I'm not talking about the free chapter, but I'm talking about the paid one. Now, every 2 weeks, the manga is released in two versions, the paid version and the free version. The paid version is basically becomes the free version after 2 weeks. So this is again the paid version. If you don't want to be spoiled about what happened in this version, or if you rather wait for the English version or whether the free version, don't watch this video, all right? Because this is totally a spoiler for the ending of that chapter, all right? Now, the question I'm asking today is, could we be getting a Samurai Showdown team in the King of Fighters 15? Now, why am I asking this question? Well, first of all, let's talk a little bit about the manga. The King of Fighters: A New Beginning is, of course, the, I would say, semi-official, maybe official adaptation of the King of Fighters 14. Now, the manga is written and drawn by the mangaka Azuma Kyotaro, but the script is being approved first by SNK and the KOF team, and it actually is said that the manga will be affecting the future games, as it was told to me by the game producer Yasuyuki Oda. Now, of course, the mangaka has access to SNK, he has access, he knows what's going to be in the King of Fighters 15, because King of Fighters: New Beginning seems like it's going to be bridging the gap between the two games. Now, what happened in the latest chapter? I'm not gonna go into details on what happened. I'm still not gonna spoil everything. I'm just gonna spoil the last couple panels. So let's check these out here in a second. So the good guys are fighting the bad guys, who are actually what souls that were trapped in Versus Body, including Yashiro Nanakaze. Now, Yashiro seems there. They don't show that it's fully Yashiro, but you can tell from the picture here that it's Yashiro. As they were having a bit of a struggle fighting Yashiro, something showed up. Somebody pulling a katana, doing this crazy move that we all know and love as Samurai Showdown fans, and then clearly showing that it's actually Haomaru. Now, and it shows Nakoruru praying, making it seem, which is probably the case, that Nakoruru summoned Haomaru to the battle. Now, did she actually summon the actual Haomaru or just his spirit? We don't know. We don't know. But the fact that she can summon these characters from distant past, and the fact that it's Nakoruru is there, now we have Haomaru. This brings the question, is this canon? Maybe. If it is, does that mean that we can get the Samurai Showdown team in the King of Fighters 15? Now, those of you who think this is crazy, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a history lesson for the King of Fighters. Now, back in 1995, when SNK was working on the King of Fighters 95, there was a plan to have a Samurai Showdown team. However, it was cut down due to time constraint. Then they said, okay, we'll do the Samurai Showdown team in the King of Fighters 96, but also they could not do it because, again, they ran out of time. Again, King of Fighters back in the day was releasing every 12 months, which was a little bit tight to change things up. Especially, I'm talking King of Fighters 94 to 95, it was a bit of a huge jump, and then 95 to 96, it was a complete overhaul of the entire system and sprite, so they did not have time to include them. Which is why when the King of Fighters 95 was released on the Game Boy, actually it had Nakoruru. They added Nakoruru as a hidden character in the game. Now, so this is not out of the question, you know, like, and then we have Nakoruru in the King of Fighters 14, so it's not completely out of this world. SNK at some point wanted to have a Samurai Showdown team and the King of Fighters series, and according to some online sources, I can't vouch for those, I'm not sure if it's correct or not, but the plan for the King of Fighters 95, 96 for the Samurai Showdown team was made of Nakoruru, Haomaru, and Galford. So now, looking at the King of Fighters: A New Beginning, we can see that while Nakoruru is there and Haomaru is there, could we be seeing Galford as well? Could we finally get the Samurai Showdown team that SNK wanted to have all these years ago? Now, I'll be completely honest with you, I'm not sure what to think of it if this actually happens. I mean, I'd rather King of Fighters have a lot of characters, right? I mean, I'd rather have those characters than Samurai Showdown. We already have a great Samurai Showdown game, and I'd prefer. And again, I've said this so many times. I'm this guy who actually likes characters to stay in their own franchises. I'm never been a fan of guest characters. So even within the same continuity, you know, like having Haohmaru, and how, by the way, made a cameo in the King of Fighters 13 on the stage, but we were told that all those stages were not canon. All these cameos were not canon. As you know, Chris was shown in one of those stages, and we know Chris was dead until the destruction of Verse at the end of the King of Fighters 14. So again, spoilers. These again, I'm sorry if I spoiled this for you, but I made to put a warning in there. The King of Fighters: A New Beginning, the latest chapter, which is chapter 22 chapter 2. It's round 22 chapter 2, called Reverse, and it ends with Nakororo bringing Haohmaru all his spirit. Like, we don't quite see, you know, all his characteristics. We can't see his eyes, etc. It seems like maybe it's an aura, maybe it's just him. But again, I just want to remind you that we saw all these other characters, these evil characters, or dead characters that came from Verse, also kind of had the same like aura effect, a little bit more dark. You know, we had Genetsu, we had, you know, Shermie and Yashiro and Chris. So it could be just an aura, could be is actually the actual Haohmaru is brought to the present, which could be interesting. But again, this is not a confirmation that we have Samurai Showdown. This is not a rumor that, you know, or a leak or whatever. But it's just there is this slight possibility that we might be able to get a Samurai Showdown team in the King of Fighters 15. Let me know what you think. Is this something that you'll be interested in? What do you think? Or do you rather have all the King of Fighters characters, you know, that, you know, from the King of Fighters games, or have these characters from other SNK games like Samurai Showdown? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like this video if you do, and remember that you can support the channel by becoming a patron through Patreon. Links are in the description below, so please take a look and see if you want to be a member of the Neo Geo Now patrons. Now until next time, thank you guys for watching.